Aztec and Yuna were banned at the same church on the same day. Raised together as children, they came to know of the Wizard King, a title given to the strongest mage in the kingdom, and promised that they would compete against each other for the position of the next Wizard King. However, as they grew, the stark difference between them became evident. While Yuna is able to wield magic with amazing powers and control, Ashley cannot use magic at all, and desperately tries to awaken his power by training physically. When they reach the age of 15, Yuna is bestowed a particular grimoire with a four-leaf clover, while Ashley receives nothing. However, soon after, Yuna is attacked by a person named Libido, whose main purpose is to obtain Yuno's grimoire. As Ashley tries to fight Libido, but he is outmatched. Though without hope and the brink of defeat, he finds the strength to continue when he hears Yuno's voice. Unleash his inner emotions and rage. Ashley receives a five-leaf clover grimoire called a black clover, giving him enough power to defeat Labu. And a few days later, the two friends head out to the world, both seeking the same goals to become the Wizard King. This anime has about 170 episodes. It premiered October 3rd, 2017 to March 30th, 2021. This is based off a popular manga series. It is action, comedy, fantasy. The demographic is shown in each episode's 23 minutes per episode. It is rated PG-13. Let's get started into the review. What really intrigued me about this anime in itself in particular, besides, the famous trio One Piece, Bleach, Dragon Ball, and Naruto, for Black Clover, I feel like this one kind of embodies the, protagonist struggle in a different term. And what I mean by that is, how very loyal anime fans will say their show is better than the other. But I think you should, give all anime shows a chance, especially Black Clover, because I think beyond this one, you see like the hero zero becomes to a hero. In this case, for Ashta, he goes from being the entire laughing stock of the entire town because he has no powers to, well, you just gotta see where his journey leads off to, because I don't want to give any spoils. And during his journey, I feel like we see this anime gradually evolving. It's better as time goes on, particularly with it being 170 episodes. You can see how the animation increases with each episode and how the popularity of the show increases as well. And for Ash's journey, it was very pleasant to see how it came full circle and how well written all the characters were given, especially with doing so. I feel like Black Clover, you know, if you've been a fan of Black Clover and you've been able to get the first 99 episodes, you were able to expound upon the span of their life in a few episodes, in the case of a few days for them. Well, and I feel like, in spite of the good writing quality and the magical concepts used in this show, I feel like for me, I don't see how people just like crash on one person, but to each their own. I will say for me, particularly Black Clover in hindsight is very well written. He does show the whole overarching dynamic, because I feel like for this being a shoujin anime, I feel like without getting to relate the extensive cast of Black Clover, they're all equally fleshed out. They are each sometimes given their own screen time, whether that be by themselves or in a group or in a particular scene with the trio. And I feel like for me in particular, Black Clover has a good opening and song as well, and also for I agree some anime is not made for everyone, including Black Clover, and I feel for Black Clover within itself, it started off very choppy because the pacing. You think of the sheer shows and tropes that are put on in animes and what you expect out of them, but then you have exceptional arcs. You have the dungeon arc. You have each of the characters getting their own arc and their particular growth, along with the other magic knights in the group that they are part with. I feel like overall, they explain like the magical system, the caste system, how each of the characters rely on each other, and the missions that they go through to build these strong friendships to become the king mage and be this joyous hero for their village to come back to. And also with the Black Clover storyline, has a very seamless transition from one arc to another, which I think is very good, because normally each arc takes a separate place and time in the anime. Also, along with it, sometimes the arcs can have filler episodes, which can be either very tedious or very boring to the viewer. But for the Black Clover arcs, they just slowly transition one to the other, and you don't get that pacing. All the characters get a strong character development with their personalities, and they're growing as a unit as a whole. And I feel like it's very fascinating to see all these characters go through this tremendous growth as one unit, and also individually by themselves when the episode is particularly catered to them, I feel like. And also, you do have a big cast, and you get to see how each of their group shine personalities and reasons why they're in the group to begin with. And I think overall, I really enjoyed how, this anime started off, as, the first episodes going through. But I think overall, the fight scenes were excellent, the animation was good, you know, If you don't like the main protagonist yelling every time, then this might not be for you, but eventually get used to it. But definitely check out Black Clover if you haven't already, and let me know what you think. But until then, bye.